Yesterday, I did a video in which I tried to explain a little bit more about what synthetic biology is, and I told you about the book that I'm reading, The Genesis Machine by Amy Webb and Andrew Hassel. And I told you that it's going to change our world. And so I wanted to, I guess, learn more about it. So I went to what I feel is the expert of current availability, and that's either OpenAI, ChatGPT, or Google's Bard. And I've kind of focused on Google's Bard. So I went to him and I said, Bard, why don't you tell me everything you know about synthetic biology and how it's going to change the world and what we can expect in the future? And what I want to do in this video is share what Bard said to me. Then what I asked him was, who are the companies that are going to lead in this? And more specific, who are the companies that the big tech is investing in? You know, I look at it and I say, who wants to make more off of this synthetic biology than I do? And it's going to be Apple, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and NVIDIA, because they have the best invested interest. So I want to know who they're investing in. And that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to share what my expert, Bard, told me, and then I'm going to look at the individual stocks and tell you what my approach to them is going to be. And then you can make a decision what you want to do. Because this is not me telling you what to do. This is not financial advice. This is me educating you on what I've learned so far. Let's look at it right after this.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
Okay, as I said, the first question I asked Bard was, give me an explanation of what you see the future being relative to synthetic biology. Here's what he came back to me with.
Synthetic biology is the engineering of biological systems, such as cells and organisms. This technology could be used to create new drugs and treatments, develop new crops and livestock, and even create new forms of life. DNA storage is the process of storing data in DNA. This technology has the potential to revolutionize the way we store data. DNA is much smaller and more compact than traditional storage media, such as hard drives and CDs. It is also more durable and can last for thousands of years. Here are some of the ways that synthetic biology and DNA storage could change the world. Synthetic biology could be used to create new drugs and treatments for diseases. For example, scientists could use synthetic biology to create new antibiotics, develop vaccines for new diseases, and create personalized treatments for cancer. Synthetic biology could be used to develop new crops and livestock that are more resistant to pests and diseases, and that produce more food. For example, scientists could use synthetic biology to create crops that are drought-resistant, or that produce more protein. Synthetic biology could be used to create new biofuels and other renewable energy sources. For example, scientists could use synthetic biology to create bacteria that can produce ethanol from sunlight, or that can convert carbon dioxide into methane. Synthetic biology could be used to clean up pollution and other environmental damage. For example, scientists could use synthetic biology to create bacteria that can break down oil spills, or that can remove heavy metals from soil. Synthetic biology could be used to support life on long-term space missions. For example, scientists could use synthetic biology to create plants that can grow in space, or that can produce oxygen.
Then, as I said, I asked him, who's big tech investing in, and which companies specifically are they putting their money in to maintain their position of dominance in the tech industry as we move into the biotech revolution. Here's what Bard told me.
Google has invested in Ginkgo Bioworks and Caribou Biosciences. Microsoft has invested in Zymergen and Twist Bioscience. Intel has invested in Ginkgo Bioworks and Zymergen. Amazon has invested in Ginkgo Bioworks and Caribou Biosciences. Here is a brief overview of what each of these companies is doing in the field of synthetic biology. Ginkgo Bioworks is a synthetic biology company that designs and engineers microorganisms to create products for a variety of industries, including agriculture, food, medicine, and materials. Ginkgo has developed a platform that allows it to quickly and efficiently design and engineer new microorganisms. This platform has enabled Ginkgo to create a wide range of products, including new biofuels, flavors, and fragrances. CRBU Biosciences is a synthetic biology company that develops and manufactures gene editing tools. CRBU's gene editing tools are used to make precise changes to DNA. These changes can be used to create new crops, develop new drugs, and improve the safety of food. CRBU's gene editing tools are based on CRISPR, a powerful gene editing technology that has revolutionized the field of synthetic biology. Zymergen is a synthetic biology company that develops and manufactures new materials. Zymergen's materials are made from living organisms, and they have a variety of properties that make them ideal for a variety of applications, including packaging, electronics, and construction. Zymergen's materials are based on a proprietary platform that allows it to quickly and efficiently design and engineer new materials. TWST Bioscience is a synthetic biology company that develops and manufactures synthetic DNA. TWST synthetic DNA is used to create a variety of products, including new drugs, vaccines, and diagnostics. TWST synthetic DNA is made on a silicon chip, which allows it to be produced quickly and affordably.
So we're down to Ginkgo, CRBU, Zymergen, and TWST. Well, Bard didn't apparently know this, but Ginkgo bought Zymergen in July 24th, 2022. So they're part of Ginkgo. Okay, so now what I wanted to do is say, okay, let's gain some insight from past history as to where these stocks are relative to the favorability of the Wall Street establishment. Because what you and I can know that a company is going to be phenomenal because of the knowledge that we have acquired, but until Wall Street says this is something we want to get behind, the price isn't going to go anywhere. So we have to be cognizant of what Wall Street is looking at and what their focus is on. And I think anybody who follows the market knows right now they're focused on one word, and that is recession. And then how is the recession going to be affected by interest rates, by employment, and inflation? If with those three things in mind, how are they reacting to Ginkgo, CRBU, and TWST? And here's their charts, and I think we can come to a conclusion on that. Okay, let's start with CRBU, ticker symbol CRBU. As you can see, this is a genome editing stock, and it had an introduction back in August of 2021, showed a lot of promise, got up to $32.64, and then basically with all biotechs came to a crushing low where it sits now at $4.30. Now, this is its low. Why would I buy it and say, okay, I'm going to hold it? I'm reluctant to do that because I don't know that it might not go lower, and it's substantially below its 50-day moving average and even further below its 200-day moving average, and that's because it's got this heavy tail that it's wagging up here. So my status is I put this into my watch list. I watch it. I go to my charts every day. This is my trading views charts, and I see, is it moving? Is it making some movement up? When it does, and to get to its 5-day or a 50-day moving average, it's going to get up to $5.20. Then if I see a movement in that direction, I'll probably buy in. Let's look at DNA. DNA is Ginkgo. As I said, they bought Zymergen July 2022. And I like to call them the company that is in the spare parts business. Their major emphasis, I think, in the future relative to synthetic biology is going to be making the heart replacements, the lung replacements, the kidney replacements. They're in the business of taking tissue and reproducing it. And as you see, again, they suffered the same consequences, came out in April of 2021, just kind of moved alongside and had a surge, much as Caribou did in November of 2021, and then just fell off a cliff. And again, they are at their all-time lows right now at $1.22. They're showing a little, I guess they're catching up with their 50-day moving average. I think I would need to see it up around $2 and within some short period of time to showing some emphasis and strength. And you would say, well, why not buy it at 122 and wait? Well, I don't know that it might not go down further. And what is the difference, really, if I buy it at $1.22 or I buy it at $2, relatively speaking? What is the difference if it then goes to $16? Not that much. So again, I put it on my watch list. I look at it daily. I come to my trading views charts. I look at it relative to its 50-day and its 200-day moving average, and I make a decision. This is this chart on TWST. Again, same story. Had a peak back in the end of 2021 and then fell off a cliff, had a little bit of a resurgence in November of 2021, and now is again at its all-time low of $12.48, below its 50-day, below its 200-day. Again, I'm putting it on my watch list because I believe that at one day something will happen. An event will happen that will take the market and say, this is important. This is a change, a pivot point in the future of medicine, of genome sequencing, of genome editing, of our future medical world. And these three companies are going to lead the way. And why do I believe that? Because Google believes it, Intel believes it, Amazon, Microsoft believes it, because they've invested money in these companies. I'm not going to try to be smarter than them. I don't know where they invested in, at what price they're in, but they believe in this technology. I believe in the technology. I'm looking for the right time to buy in. So what am I going to do? How am I going to approach this? I have no doubt in my mind that synthetic biology is going to change the world. As the CEO of Google said, this is more important than the discovery of fire. It's more important than the discovery of electricity. And his reference was artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence and synthetic biology are going to come together to change our medical world, our global warming, every aspect of how every company in the world will be affected by these two elements. With that recognition, I have to position myself to continue to educate myself on Ginkgo, TWST, and Caribou, so that when they do move, and I can see when they're going to move, when they move above their 200-day or their 50-day moving average, and I see some momentum there. I see no reason for me to put my money there now, because I don't see, until Wall Street says, yes, that's going to happen, it ain't going to happen. I can put my money elsewhere and make money. Okay, I can be involved in those things that Wall Street is currently active in. And I have shared my portfolio, and I share my portfolio on my Discord on a daily basis. So that's where I'm going. Right now, I'm actually adding to my position in Amazon, Google, Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Meta. Because, again, they know about Ginkgo, TWST, and Caribou. They're buying that on my behalf. They're slimming down their system, slimming down their business to become more profitable, to give us better returns on our investment. But that's where they're going, and I will invest with them, through them, until I see a movement in the charts. That's how I invest. I would ask you for a favor, and that is to like this video. It helps my algorithm. I have a goal. I want to affect 1 million people and help them make better investment decisions. The only way that's going to happen is if Google says, hey, Kerry's getting a lot of likes on this video, so we need to put it in front of more people. Hey, Kerry's subscriber base is growing, so we may need to put his stuff in front of more people. That's how you can help me. If you don't do those two things, I'm pretty much on my own. On the other hand, if you want to join our team, go into the description. Come to our Discord, come to our Friday Stock Talks, and we talk more personally and up front and learn more about each other and what our beliefs are as to what the best route for making better investment decisions are. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.